Hi guys, uh, welcome to our usual appointment at 3 o'clock today, where we present one of our teams. So we talk with people within the hairdressing industry. So today I wanted to talk to you about Angelo. Angelo Salgado is a guy I met not long before all this terrible stuff happened with coronavirus. So he joined us just 3, 4 months before the outbreak, and we didn't have much time to work together. But what I noticed from the day I met him was that he was an amazing person, an amazing soul, and a person you find pleasant to talk to. It's a super nice guy, apart from being a very good stylist. He's back now in Portugal, so I will. I'm doing an interview with him today from Portugal. So he went back as he was feeling like we are all feeling here in London. Uh, so he went back to his family, which is the right thing to do, I believe, if you can. So I'm gonna bring him up now, and you can. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello, ciao Gennaro,
Hi, Angelo.
ciao
Ciao.
everyone.
So, Angelo, how are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, inside this whole situation, I think I'm not the one who can complain because I'm feeling safe. I'm feeling cherished with my family, as you mentioned. I'm back in Portugal with some kind of pain because it's good to be
Yeah,
on our own, and after many years living outside of my parents, it feels kind of weird to come back.
yeah.
But in the other hand, it's a very good feeling because I feel like I'm being like a spoiled like a baby by mom and dad.
Feeding you
So
and
I'm doing good as can be for the moment, yes.
when did you go back to Portugal? When did you leave London? What day?
Basically, I left London 2 days before they announced the lockdown. As soon as I start to see the news saying that the government was planning to close all the borders and telling people to stay inside house, I just start to figure like maybe this is the right time for me to pack all my
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Like in less than 48 hours, I had to manage to get a airplane ticket, manage to pack all my things, and yeah, I did that trip with a lot of fear because in that moment was everybody very concerned how we should travel, protected, not protected. So everybody was living this a no fear. Still a no, but nowadays it's more present. People are getting more used to these new rules of living outside.
Yeah, I remember I was just a few days before this happened, like this became a real danger. I went to do one of my clients in Switzerland on the Alps. She was skiing and she wanted to get her hair done, and nothing. I There was not really a major fear yet, but it was
Mm.
there. It was going around. So I came back, and a few weeks later, she texted me that she had coronavirus. So it was terrible. I mean, I was so scared, but still, you know, I didn't get it. So yeah, I understand what you mean. Traveling and a plane full of people, and yeah, it's
Yeah, everything it's so uncertain that we don't know. In any moment, I don't know. Even my parents here, they sometimes they still going outside to do the essential travels, such as going buying groceries. Ciao. Buying groceries and things like that. Boa tarde. Very nice.
capito lo spagnolo.
Ciao Paolo. Thank you.
So yeah, your parents are still going out. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
uh,
but I try to teach them in the other hand because here in this little village outside of a big city, people are a little bit more naive. They don't understand very well how they should behave
Yeah.
during these situations. And I try to teach them and say like, you have to wash your hands 20 minutes, 20 seconds because of this. You need to wear a mask because of that, because they think that things they will not reach this part because they are isolated, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's difficult to change people habits all of a sudden. It's not easy. It's not easy for, especially when you are in a little village where you think nothing is gonna happen there. Yeah,
That's a major problem, and
yeah.
that's
I
why the
think
most
they're not true.
affected areas.
In Milan, it didn't happen in Milan. It happened in a small area around Milan. So the outbreak can
Exactly.
happen anywhere. So good that you tell them off.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So, Angelo, tell me a little bit what is your experience in hairdressing? When did you start hairdressing? Where and when did you move to London?
That's definitely the story of my life. Being a hairdresser, it's basically what I've been doing for more than a half of my life so far. And I started very young, without having these professional skills. I was doing in a kind of home style with family because I think it's a kind of passion that I discovered that I had that. And I start to with my aunties doing hair, they own hair and experiences. And by the age of 17 years old, I decided to stop my studies and to join to a hair salon in my hometown. They were also family friends, and soon I realized that was the role or the mission of my life.
You
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 know,
liked it. You wanted to do it.
yes, taking care of people's hair and to make them feel as they like to be. You know, it's something that hairdressing is something that we do the best as we can, but it's important to understand what people's want for themselves. Sometimes they don't know, but we need to discover what they want, you
Yes,
know. That's
yes.
our mission. And simply as that was also what gave me this strength to keep going from another salon to another salon, from another city to another bigger city. My hometown is very small, but it's not far from the second biggest city of my country, which soon I moved to this city because I have
Which
some
is
kind of
Porto.
job. Porto, exactly. I have a job invitation to move to this city after 2 years of career in my hometown. They start to listen something about me, and this good hairdresser, very well renowned in the city, invite me to go there. So my path soon starts to raise to some kind of levels and standards that I was not planning, such as working with fashion, television, and things like that. And that was definitely gave me also very curiosity to things how our profession works differently in this kind of fields. We
Yeah.
need to still be doing hair and things like that, but we need to dress another gown and say like, no, I'm a hairdresser, but working television is different from
Oh
working
yeah.
hair salon.
Absolutely. Makeup,
And
for example, there is makeup
exactly,
and makeup for going out. It's sex. It's completely different.
and you need to respect every each second of time because everybody has their time counted and things like that. So yeah, it's a very interesting way to explore how we can do our best and learn from each other. London. London was in the last 5 years of my life almost that when I visit the first time the city without any professional insights, I just realized that I would like to have a life experience in the city. And so I decided to move without any job waiting for me or anything. I just said, I'm going to the city and I'm going to do my best. And it was very interesting because after a couple of weeks, I just put my CV online, and that's the good thing of technology, that we can just find and get connected very
Look
easily.
at us
So,
now.
yeah, as we are doing right now, exactly. And I started working in this very nice area of Chelsea, without realizing that there's a big potential of clientele, and to get very good connections that gave gave me a lot of strength and power to keep doing things, because I was very excited to meet people every day from different places and with very good positions in life. That
Yeah.
also is very inspiring.
Yeah, it's inspiring, and it pays back in terms of, when you want to work with high standard, you need high standard people as well. It's difficult to get somebody which is not high standard, to match your kind of work. So if you pointing up, your clients need to be up,
Exactly.
which is true. All
And
right.
that,
And then you worked in this place in Chelsea, which I know is called Binoculov. We can say it. I've seen it. I've seen some of his works. Very avant-garde, kind of as well. It's.
yes,
I like it. I mean, it's an idea. It's an idea.
is a concept. Is a concept very uh, let's, as the name says, it's a Russian place, and
Yeah.
they have this type of Russian perspective of what can be aesthetics and beauty.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much different from our Western world. Definitely, they like to see things in the way that it's quite impossible but possible at the same time for people to use in the daily basis. I do believe that he must has to do something with their past. They probably been so restricted with some kind of rules in their life that they want to show a lot of creativity and avant-garde styles,
So
definitely.
it's like trying to do a bit more. I understand what you mean.
Yes,
Sometimes it
to
doesn't work for everybody.
step over. Yes,
Well, I mean, it's a choice. There are people who became super famous. If you take Tony and Guy at the time, when stuff like that, they pushed it really hard, and it was the right time to do it. So it's an idea, and it might pay off, it might pay not. But as you say, you are from Spain, Italy. We have. I mean, Spain,
Portugal
Portugal. I mean, no, I want to say the area,
is the
France.
same. Yeah,
The taste is pretty much similar. Yeah,
but that's what makes the things so interesting. It's the fact that I have learned so many different things during these experiences, traveling to Moscow and being in touch with cultures, and at the same time absorbing their knowledge, because it's the
yeah,
most important thing is absorb knowledge from each other and sharing at the same time. I was very surprised because I started working in that company, and on the second day that I went there to get training, um, the mentor of that group, that training, said, "Now it's your time to show us your skills and to show us what you know from that side of the world."
nice.
I wasn't expecting that thing, so it was something very um, that just happened in that moment. So I didn't have time to plan anything. Everything that I had the opportunity to show was something very, you know, just came outside from my heart and my brain, and
Yeah.
probably they liked it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen your work. It's good. So I don't think there's any place who wouldn't work with you. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah. But first of all, because as I said in the presentation, you are a nice person. So this is the main thing. That's before how good you are with the hair, because you need to deal with colleagues and you need to deal with clients. So being person that knows how to relate with this both sides of the hairdressing. That's the main thing. Then, if you work well, or if you don't, you can improve. I mean, but the main thing has to be there, which is being a professional and working with your colleagues and with your clients in a nice way. And what happened after you came to me, or you moved somewhere else? How was it? You
No, before I get in touch with GA Gennaro
Yes, I remember.
through one, yes, one of the clients that I was doing on my self-employed basis. I was working on my own. I left that place around May last year, and basically in almost till the end of the last year, I was doing just my self-employed job. And I was just sharing some kind of ideas with that client, and she mentioned Gennaro's name
Julia.
and Julia, exactly, and techniques. And she was definitely a huge, and she's still being a huge fan of your
Yeah.
work. She loves you. She loves you. And yeah, in one of my trips to Portugal during Christmas time, New Year's, I decided to put my CV on my bag again and say, no, I'm gonna probably give another chance to myself to work with somebody and to learn because we are always learning in our profession. And so that's why when I met you, I went to the salon and I wasn't expecting such a low-key person because from the moment that you finish your client, I was like shaking, waiting, like there he comes, the master, what I'm gonna do. And as soon as you sat just next to me, like on the same level with my eyes, and you start to talk just about your passion, what you like to do, how do you like to see the clients leaving your premises with smile and satisfied, not
Yeah.
thinking that okay, what I'm having now in my hair. No, you like to achieve the same point as I do. It's making people happy and
Yeah.
over going over the expectations, you
Yes.
know, they expect one thing, but going over that, that's the best feeling ever. And when you got finish your client and you have this payback, this
Yeah, yeah,
reward.
yeah. I mean, that's something that we only hairdresser can understand. when when
Exactly.
overly happy about what you have done, it's something that you cannot explain.
Because I remember exactly when I was waiting for you, um, everybody just they welcomed very nicely Elena. She was amazing. She treated me like a royal almost to say, "Oh my God, don't need to do that with me." And I saw you just say, "Look, I just finished doing this hair with these products," and I noticed your spark in your eyes. You say, "Oh my God, this is the person that I need to be next with because I know that is gonna bring the best outside of me as well." That's the type of people that we need to be surrounded with.
Yeah, thank you, Angelo. That's very nice. May I start asking you a couple of questions? So, like when you started working with us,
Yeah.
uh, what is the most difficult thing for you to learn?
The most difficult thing to learn was definitely to fix to get through the natural system of coloring, because for many years I've been just doing the other commercial coloring products, such as the chemical ones, and passing all that knowledge and converting that knowledge to, or training my brain to put more information, was definitely just to have the knowledge about the plants. That was the most difficult thing.
Yeah, but Angelo, as I said yesterday, it's not something that you achieve only with years and years. I mean, even if now we have an academy, we have a training, we have a system, but that has shortened the time by half. But it's still a lot to learn and to understand. I mean, I understand you, and I can say that I am in the same position as you, because there is, and if I know how 50 of these plants work now, there is another 100 out there that I have no idea, and there are tests to be done and stuff to be done. I mean,
Yeah,
so
definitely was the little of struggle that I had in the beginning to get involved with the herbal colors.
but did
Yeah.
you know? Did you know the herbal color before you started working with me?
I had some hints of herbal colors, but the most traditional way, such as the pure hennas and things similar like that, I never had such a vast and complex chart of colors as you guys you have in GA. That's amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I remember when before we closed, you just tested with us the new blend, right? We just got it like
Yes.
really recently. Yeah, those ones are doing magic. Even the clients that I'm giving the colors away, they can put it on. The results is there even by themselves, which is something you couldn't do if you use pure henna. Only hairdresser can use that and get the right color.
Can apply it. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, that was the most difficult thing, but I agree with you. So between the team, who is the person who you inspired you the most?
Well, I had a lot of opportunities to see many different stylists working around in NGA. Um, I want to be suspected, but definitely the person who I got more inspiration from, it's you, because
Thank
uh,
you.
prob probably you are the person that we shared more time working together in Chelsea salon. So probably, yeah, I would say that was from you that I got the most. I had a very little chance to see Paolo working and Georgia as well, but they are also amazing, and I can get things from them very easily because they are very gentle, delicate, working with each single client, and
Mm,
that's the best way from who likes to see and learn to have somebody working next to them like that.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, the guys are amazing. Yeah, and I had more time with you because Chelsea was open like literally uh, a month before you arrived, or even less, 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah,
So basically, I had to spend that time there because when you open a new place, you have to uh, deal with it.
you
There is
have to
many things.
put yourself there. Yeah,
Yeah, basically, once you finish a refurbishment, the place is 30% up because all the dynamics, all the little things needs to be adjusted. Clients needs to get used to it. There is something missing, like the handrail or I don't know, whatever. So these things
yeah. And we
only.
know exactly that Chelsea people, they like to share their opinion about the things even without asking them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You don't need to ask because they tell you what they think.
If something is wrong, they will tell you straight away. If something is good, maybe they tell you.
Yeah, maybe, yes, exactly. but the job that GA did in that premises in Chelsea, it's amazing. Who knows the place before and after can tell straight away that is a lot transformation in that place.
I mean,
The
you have
place
seen,
was
I will look at the picture, but you have seen it before, right? I will look to find the
yes,
picture.
yeah, because I worked there very close, and so uh, for me, but I was basically passing on the doors pretty much every day to reach the station, and I could see exactly that the place was pretty much different.
Yes, I mean, I have a picture here. I don't know if it's up. Can you see it?
Exactly, it's beautiful. Such
Uh,
an amazing environment.
oh my God. Uh, I mean, I pretend to be good with technology, but I still haven't learned how to put this stuff on properly. Uh, so yeah, this is the up floor. So yeah, that place needed a bit of how do you say, like a refresh,
Yes,
re Chelsea, let's say,
to reach Chelsea, the place, exactly.
re Chelsea the
No.
place. Oh, nice. So, all right. Anyway, Alexander was saying hello. So the guys described the atmosphere of work. So I believe you enjoyed working, right, with your colleagues.
Absolutely. The most important thing that I have noticed is everyone is the same. There is no difference between each position or each role that a person um, does inside a place. Everybody is treated uh, exactly in the same level, and that's see from the moment that every single person is allowed to have coffee from the big coffee machine in the reception, and that means a lot because in certain places, like I am the boss, I am the manager, you are the staff, you have your place, I have mine. So these little things, they tell people exactly that there is no pretension. People are working in the same for the same target. We are working for the same thing altogether.
Yeah, I
Uh,
say the only hierarchy in our places are based on experience, not
exactly,
age. So if somebody who knows more than you in terms of hair and is asking you to help him out with the hair, then I agree with hierarchy because this person knows a bit more, so you can learn from it. Apart from she is asking you, but you can also learn because it's been there for longer, and you can still learn something. But when it comes to anything else, yeah, I never believed in hierarchy. It just makes people against each other, and the
exactly.
coffee has to be free for everybody. I mean, I can stop eating, but I cannot stop the coffee. That has to be.
Caffeine lovers family, definitely.
Yeah,
We are the same in this country. People are crazy about coffee.
yeah. But you guys in Portugal also do the little espresso.
Yes,
I think
we have the
yeah,
the ex- the expression in Portugal saying that we have the espresso like an Italian woman
Italian espresso.
wearing a mini skirt.
Yeah. So yeah, no,
That's
I understand. I mean, I even our clients, they say that our coffee is amazing. Look, I just finished right now.
yeah.
So even our clients, so the coffee machine, the coffee comes from Italy. It has to be good. I mean, we have. The thing is, they at the beginning when I moved here, they say no, the coffee is not good because no, it can be good. It's just the people here don't understand what is the taste of it properly. I mean, you find so many blends, this and that, but it's bitter. It's
Yeah. We just like the original one and in a traditional way,
that's
You don't
the
need to have sparkles of glitters. It's just that.
yeah. No, I also remember Georgia when somebody asked there about latte, the first latte. was like a cup of milk. She brought a cup of milk because
Without any coffee.
Okay, those things are beautiful. Uh,
Exactly. That's what makes the joy of sharing time together.
so, Angela, you're doing any hairdressing now whatsoever, or you just
That's an interesting question because I have so many people asking me to do hair at this point. Because, as you know, like in England, the hair salons they are completely shut down.
yeah,
They don't allow people to work in this personal contact or social contact people. Hopefully, from the next month onwards, they're gonna allow people to open the salons with a lot of rules. Only
yeah,
one or two clients per appointment, and that's it. And everything has to be disposable, such as the gloves and the masks and the aprons.
yeah. But
Everything needs
I
to
don't know
be
if
used
that's
once.
I don't know if that's good, Angelo. To be honest, I'm afraid of this.
Yeah. But that's what the government wants to do from the 3rd of May onwards. And to be honest, while I'm here, I'm doing most family haircuts, the ones who are living in the same area as I do, because in this little village of 50 people, I would say like 25-30% are relatives. They
Right.
are family. And yeah, I have done like 5 haircuts so far. 5 haircuts,
Right. So you're still
which
doing
is good, just
hairdressing.
to keep on track, to not
Oh yeah.
forget the things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes I do Andrea hair. You miss it. I mean,
Because you have to do something. You have that gut that telling you, oh my God, I miss touching hair,
yeah.
because we are used to touching hair every day. Um, but yeah,
Well,
I'm trying to keep myself busy with things that definitely they can bring me pleasure and joy. And I'm grateful to have this place with a massive garden, and I'm allowed to go outside and walking in the nature for 3-4 hours without even crossing people, just on my own. So that's what I've been doing mostly.
I think as Giacomo, I had an interview with Giacomo, one of my colleagues who moved back to around Florence. So you know how food you eat in Florence, and around Florence is even better. So it was like even though it's not London, even though there are not many people, but the quality of life is better. So at the end of
Oh
the day,
yes,
you start thinking, what is the right thing? Quality of life or crazy, beautiful life? So
exactly.
it's crazy,
We
no?
it's hard because both places they have different things to offer you. Yes, if you want to have the crazy life brings you crazy moments in your history of life that probably you won't forget because they are very remarkable. The simple life uh, has this very, very good side of not worrying too much how life can be tomorrow because we probably take things as a granted. Here, I don't need to worry much about running to the supermarket because fortunately my mom she has a backyard full of vegetables, chickens, where I can pick five fresh eggs every day. So these things they are priceless at the same time, yeah. But if I want to get the crazy life here, it will be very complicated. unless, unless, unless if I'm going partying with the chickens,
Well, you can try, see what
we
happens.
can try. Maybe things they will come out as I don't expect. We never know.
Well, I don't know, but everything has its moments. Maybe later you can settle there. Somebody's saying hi to you, which I don't. Well,
Yeah, some Russian name. Hello.
Здравствуйте.
Привет, здравствуйте.
So anyway, Paolo is laughing. I don't know if about our Russian or about the chicken party.
Maybe the chicken parties.
Well, anyway, guys, if there is anything else you want to ask Angelo, or, yeah, please come in. Otherwise, I think we will close this one soon because I haven't prepared for this one. I asked him yesterday evening to do it.
Yes, no, but it's good already to have this touch with all of you and to be able to for my colleagues to have some news from my side as well and to have news from their side as well.
I
What I
think it's
would like to say,
yeah,
yeah, what I would like to say is for everyone to hold and to keep resilient in this moment, no matter the things that we have to live, because it's the whole world living the same situation. I just want to say like we are all together, no matter the distance,
yeah.
and whatever we can do for each other, it's just a matter to give a shout, and we are here.
Yeah. I think I will carry on doing these things because I love connecting with people, and it makes my day better. And I haven't done anything to be honest. Just seeing somebody on the other side how he's doing, talking about work, talking about things. It's nice. I think that's what I will keep doing. Um, wow. Anyway, Angelo, thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank
being.
you, Gennaro. My big pleasure. Okay.
Don't forget to keep watching because tomorrow we have Reka, I believe, and Lisa. Then we are going to have Umi. So there is still a lot going on, and we have also Claudio. We have to do. There's a lot to do still, and that.
Yeah, you have a lot of people to explore.
Well, thank you, Angelo.
Thank you, Gennaro. Big hugs for everybody. Okay. Take
Ciao.
care.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao.
Allora, guys, it was amazing. Angelo, as I already thought, would be a pleasant conversation because we always did this kind of conversation with him. So, a quick reminder about our contest, which is over here. I think Luca is on it 100%. Where is it? My God. Why I never make it work? Can you see it? No. All right. So we have a contest that Luca is on it on Instagram, and basically we are giving out a complete makeover for one of you. All you need to do is to email us on. You can see the post we have done on Instagram and Facebook. Email us with a short video of why do you think you deserve this contest. It's something that we want to do for like a purpose with people that have needs, people that maybe are struggling with money and things like that. So send us a video and please continue to share our social stuff. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. The person who is going to be the most active and send us the video on the 25th will be announced for a winner. So thank you so much for being with us today. And tomorrow we are going to be the same time, 3 o'clock, with Lisa. And then we are going to do Umi after that and Claudio. But tomorrow we have Rek and Lisa at 3 o'clock. So thank you so much. Bye.